and welcome back to a very special podcast. This is the podcast in which we talk about all of your favorite television series from yesteryear and then discuss them over a glass of wine. I'm Patrick M. Dunn. You probably remember me from the previous batch of episodes, and I'm joined here, as always, by Kat Halstead, the author.
Oh my god, you pronounced my last name correctly.
I get it right sometimes, and sometimes I don't.
Every once in a while you get it right.
I'm having a good night.
Woohoo!
Because we are at our underwhelming end of the Halloween season.
Oh, Halloween. I'm gonna miss you. That's why I'm wearing my Monster cereal shirt.
Yes. So we have reached the end of our Halloween season, and our temporary rebranding as Here Comes the Booze, the so-called podcast within the podcast.
Yes, that's how you'd like to refer to it.
Yes, and it's been a bit of a controversial ride for us.
It has been a long, crazy journey this Halloween season.
At least behind the scenes.
Yes, behind the scenes on Twitter.
Yeah, all right.
As we bicker back and forth about this.
All right.
And I still say, I'm right.
We'll see. We'll see what's out there. So in our 55th episode, Kat and I got into a little tiff about what night the ending of Roseanne takes place. And the scene was, it's after the lodge party, and Roseanne is in bed, I guess, or about to go to bed.
Oh my god, you're getting this totally wrong, Patrick. Okay, so it's the final scene of that episode of Roseanne. And Dan and his buddy Jerry are setting up a prank so that Roseanne thinks Kathy is getting her back. And I say it's the next night. Patrick is convinced it's Halloween night. And I'm like, no, Kathy would not set up a prank on Halloween night because she doesn't care. And if they're going to fake her out, they're going to do it the next day.
So we've been arguing about this for the longest time. And by the longest time, so I got a podcast secret. We've recorded all of our Halloween episodes in like a 2-week span.
Yeah.
This is still fresh in our minds, but to our listeners, this is like 6 weeks has gone by.
They're like, oh my god, you assholes are still fighting about this.
And they could probably give two shits about any of this, but we have gotten a few comments, with some agreeing with me and others agreeing with you.
Yes, we have.
And we want like an official answer now.
Yes, we have tweeted Roseanne. We have not heard back.
She has tweeted Roseanne. We haven't heard back yet. And I don't know if Amy Sherman Palladino is on Twitter. She's the one who wrote the episode.
Yeah.
I did look her up, but there's other Amy Shermans on there and other Amy Palladinos, but I haven't found like the official one.
I looked her up too and I couldn't find her either.
I don't know. She might be somewhere. Maybe she has, like, maybe she goes on there, but she's under a fake name. Maybe she just wants to kind of like see what people are talking about.
Yeah, maybe.
So, Amy Sherman Palladino, if you are listening to this podcast, tweet us, please, at Very Podcasts, and let us know who is right, just so we can finally settle this. Otherwise, we're going to be talking about this for like 5 years.
Yeah, it's going to just keep going on. It's just never going to end.
It's going to keep propping up.
Oh, yeah.
That is our big controversy. Our scandal, our podcast scandal, if you will.
Yes, that's how scandalous we get here.
For now, until like I say something horrible about somebody that that makes the news or something.
Don't say anything horrible about anybody. Gosh.
I'll try not to, but I can't make any promises.
Oh, Patrick, what am I going to do with you?
So how are we ending Halloween this year?
We watched a made-for-TV horror movie that is the stuff urban legends are made of. Because this movie has an urban legend-like following that surrounds it.
So there's a few things going on. So I guess it's based on an actual urban legend, but there's also an urban legend behind the movie, correct?
Yes, something like that.
So you get like a few things going on.
There's like 35 million things going on with this thing.
I tried to keep track of everything. I have it in my notes, so I may get a few things wrong. If I do, definitely correct me, Nickelodeon.
Yeah, Nickelodeon. Let's have a chat about this one, because I got a lot of questions at the end of the day.
Or anyone on Reddit, if you hear this, definitely let us know if we got stuff wrong, because I struggled my way through this made-for-television movie. So we decided to watch the 2000 made-for-television movie that premiered on Nickelodeon on the night of October 28th, 2000.
Was it the 28th or the 27th?
It says the 28th on Wikipedia, so that's what I'm rolling with.
Okay.
And it is called Crybaby Lane, not to be confused with the Johnny Depp movie.
Yeah, I was like, I have the feeling people are going to think we need the Johnny Depp movie. No, we're not talking about what's her face, Amy Kane drinking tears out of a mason jar or anything.
And Tracy Lords.
Tracy Lords, oh yeah.
We are talking about a whole different version of, not even a version, it just has the word Lane attached to the end of it.
That's the difference.
Yeah, so it was only broadcasted once.
It has actually been broadcast 3 times total.
Okay, well, initially it was only broadcasted once, and it was not available again commercially until 2011 because of controversy surrounding the film. Guess the story goes that a shit ton of parents complained that the film was wildly inappropriate and too scary for children.
I'm going to say I kind of agree. I was like, okay, when I was a kid, there are definitely episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark that creeped me out. That even if I go back and rewatch them, they still kind of like creep me out because they're just on that edge of scary. They know how to like get to you.
Like the one with the clown?
No, the clown didn't. The movie theater one did.
Okay.
Anything with like the vampires.
Okay, so
that always got to me.
Is Crybaby Lane and Are You Afraid of the Dark production?
No, it's not.
Okay, I thought it might have been.
No, they do have like a movie where it's like the story involves actually the Midnight Society. It's really weird. But that one actually kind of freaked me out because I was like, wait, whoa.
Okay, because this isn't...
I didn't realize what was going on when I first watched it.
Because this is not really like a full-length movie.
No, it's really not that long.
It's like kind of short.
Well, you have to remember.
It's like 70 minutes without commercials.
It's made for a kids channel, so it's not going to be super long anyways. Like, I don't think most of the Disney movies, the Disney Channel movies, are that long either.
It seemed like the movie just started to get going, and then all of a sudden they were in the last act, like almost instantly.
It definitely had, it kind of took a while to get going, and then it was like, oh, wait, it's over.
Yeah, because I would have liked to have spent a little more time with these characters.
Oh, really?
Get to know them a little more, only just because they just kind of seem to jump around. So the two main characters that you kind of spend time with are the two brothers, and then everyone else just kind of like floats in and out. And then people come back later on, and I'm like, who is that again?
Yeah, you're like, wait, who are these people?
Like the character Gary, who is the groundskeeper at the cemetery.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about him. He was in like scenes like 20 minutes earlier, and I'm like, wait, who's this guy again? Like, why is
like, who are these people? Why am I supposed to care?
Yeah, there was a lot of people in this too. Like it just seemed like it was a large cast. And then, right, this is like the best way I should actually describe it. So the movie is just so disjointed.
It is very disjointed. It's like they just threw a bunch of stuff together and we're like, okay, let's see if we can edit this in and make a story.
Yeah, like I feel like they probably had a coherent script going and they wanted to follow it, but the director of photography did not bring enough film to the set that day. And the production team were like, oh shit, like we have a bachelor party weekend to go to in Vegas tomorrow. Like we have to wrap this up today. So let's just improvise the rest of the movie, just film it, get it all squeezed into this one like roll of film that we have, and we'll just see what we can do in post.
Yeah, exactly.
And what we ended up with is just a disjointed, confusing mess. Like I could not follow.
Yeah.
They just brought stuff in out of nowhere. The villain doesn't even have a name. They don't even name the character.
They really don't.
If you actually go on like IMDb, it just says like evil twin. They didn't even give it.
Yeah, that's all it says. I was like, okay. And I'll be honest, like you are not going to know who most of these actors are in this, and most of them are not acting anymore. The only person still acting is Frank Langlia. Did I pronounce that incorrectly?
Okay. I was going to ask you, is he Frank Langella or Frank Langella? I was wondering how it was pronounced.
I have no idea.
I was hoping you would know.
Unfortunately, I do not know because I didn't feel like looking it up. I was like, I'll just pronounce it however it comes out.
I am wildly familiar with who he is, but I have only seen his name written. I have never heard it pronounced in real life.
He's definitely one of those guys who you recognize. You know you've seen him and stuff, but then you go and you look up his IMDb page, and like it's a bunch of stuff you're like, I didn't watch any of this.
Really?
What the hell have I seen him in?
I had the opposite effect because like when I saw his name in the opening credits, I was like, this is like a huge catch.
Yeah.
Like this is a big deal. We get Frank. We're just going to call him Frank for the rest of the episode. This has Frank in it. Mm-hmm. He is like America's hardest working actor. He has no shame in the roles he chooses. He will do...
Yeah, he really doesn't. Like, he will take whatever role you hand him.
He will do anything and everything. Include in this Crybaby Lane, and he played Skeletor in Masters of the Universe movie.
Yes, that's the only thing that I know I've seen him in. I'm gonna pull up his IMDb page right now.
Heck, you've never seen Superman Returns?
Oh, wait. Yes, I did. I went and saw that in the theater.
He plays
Okay.
Perry White, Clark Kent's like sidekick reporter.
You know Perry White is the
And
boss, right? At the Daily Planet, he's the editor.
no, in Supergirl, he's like a friend, right?
You're getting him confused with Jimmy Olsen.
Sorry, I've had like 2 glasses of wine already.
Oh my god.
All right, so Frank plays Perry White in Superman Returns, and he also plays Tricky Dick Nixon in Frost Nixon. You've never seen him in that?
No, I haven't seen Frost Nixon.
Okay, he was nominated for Best Actor for an Academy Award for that.
I'll put it on my list.
He lost to Sean Penn as Harvey Milk in Milk.
Ugh, Sean Penn. I haven't seen Milk either.
Which I've never seen Milk because I am lactose intolerant. All right, but Masters of the Universe is kind of a fun movie.
Okay, have you watched that movie recently?
I watched it like 6 months ago.
Okay. I watched it like maybe a little over a year or so ago whenever it was on Netflix.
It's widely considered to be a major bomb, and Dolph Lundgren is so underwhelming as He-Man, but fucking Frank is right. He fucking owns Skeletor.
Yes, he is brilliant as Skeletor. But can we talk about the greatest cast member of that movie?
Courtney Cox as the Earth Girl.
As the Earth Girl.
I believe it was her first appearance that was not a Bruce Springsteen music video.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so like this is her first speaking role.
Like this is like her first real role.
Future Monica, future Cougar Mom, future Scream. What's her? Oh, Gail Weathers? I almost said Gail Hailstorm.
Okay, I can't tell you how many times my brother made me watch that He-Man movie.
How many times have you seen it over the years?
Like it was anytime it was on when we first got cable on Showtime, he put that movie on. Anytime it came on TV, that movie was on, and we were watching He-Man. And I'm like, oh my god, this isn't even like good because it's like not real He-Man.
Well,
because it was so like off canon.
It's definitely not part of the Masters of the Universe canon. They were the production company that produced it. They had the rights to it, so they just kind of like went where they wanted to go. They wanted to, I guess, bring it to Earth, so to say, because the movie actually takes place in Earth. And I guess they did it because it's a low budget movie, so to say.
Yeah, the budget is not big at all. You can tell by the sets. Like you could tell like stuff is foam and just falling down. And
I think it takes place on like one street the whole movie.
It's not like the Burbs.
It starts on Eternia. There's a little battle in Grayskull or some cast. Yeah, I think it was Grayskull, and then they end up on Earth, and then
there's like somehow they get transported to Earth, and then they're like all confused by Earth.
They're in a school. Then I think they go to like a pawn shop, and then they have a battle in the streets, and that's the entire movie set.
And of course, it's like Courtney Cox's parents are out of town when this whole thing happens.
Oh yeah, because it takes place over the course of like 4 hours, I think.
Yeah, it takes place like over like a night or something.
And Dolph Lundgren, I believe this is a very early role for him. I think he's already done the Rocky movie, but he didn't really speak that much in that, but he actually had to like speak as He-Man, and his accent is awful in this. They give him so little dialogue.
Yeah, this is like supposed to be his like star-making role, and just no.
But Frank, he has actually cited Masters of the Universe as one of like the best movie he's ever done. Like he says like playing Skeletor was amazing.
Yeah. Well, Skeletor is badass.
Yeah, and like for the first time ever, Skeletor is like terrifying instead of some bumbling fool like he's portrayed in the cartoons.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons I hated watching. Because Skeletor scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, because he's not purple. He's actually like is a real skeleton.
Yeah, it's like it's not like just some guy running around purple and blue.
In like a high-pitched voice. And some asinine plot to take over Eternia or whatever he was doing that day.
Yeah, exactly.
The team behind this movie must have been so stoked to land Frank.
Yes, probably, because that's like the only name.
They must have called all their friends and family and were like, we have Frank in this movie. Like, he is in a trailer right now on the set. And then they like snapped a picture of him on their disposable camera.
Yes, because it's 1999, 2000, and that's what we all used was disposable camera.
All right, so should we talk about the opening of the film?
Okay, yeah, we should. Let's get into this.
So I actually thought it was like a somewhat creepy introduction, and I was like,
The intro is really kind of creepy, the way that they're telling this local ghost story.
it's shot in black and white. It almost looks like a B movie from the early 60s, late 50s. The mood is really chilling, and it's the voice of Frank. He's narrating it. And let me know if I get this right. So he tells the legend of Crybaby Lane, which is, I guess, at some point in the 60s, a farmer gave birth to some conjoined twins that he kept locked in a room.
Yes, because isn't that what you do with conjoined twins back in the day? You lock them in a room.
And he was ashamed of them. And all right, so this is where I get confused. So he locked conjoined twins in the room. However, one of them turns out to be good, and the other is evil.
But of course.
So, but they're both locked in a room.
So how do you know which one's good and which one's evil? How do you even know that one's good and one's evil?
Like they have no concept of the outside world. So, like, what makes the evil one evil?
Is he like biting the other one?
Yeah, maybe he plays pranks. I don't know. It's
Like maybe he's just trying to like get away from his brother.
like he's trying to cut himself loose, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
And they never really did they ever explain like how they are conjoined?
If they did, I didn't write it down.
One thing I know is they share a liver. That's all I know because
Yeah, so they're probably like conjoined like right around that where the liver
like the
is.
side, the flank.
Yeah.
So I guess the twins get liver disease and they both die.
Well, they share a liver, so yeah.
And the father, despite locking them in a room for pretty much like the 9 years of their life, he decides to chainsaw them in half.
Because that makes total sense.
And he buries the good son in an actual normal cemetery, and then he buries the evil twin like just in a shallow grave near Crybaby Lane.
Because that's totally what you do. You totally chop up your kid,
Yep.
your two kids
So
who are conjoined,
like
and bury them separately because that's totally normal.
so it's so confused. So if he actually buried them in or buried one of them in a cemetery, that means he would have had to gone through like a formal process.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden this farmer, no one's known about his kids, and now all of a sudden he has like a 9-year-old that died.
Yeah, because that's not sketchy at all.
And you would think they would do, like, even in the 60s, they definitely would have done some type of autopsy on the body, too.
Well, like, you bring in some random kid. Like, okay, maybe the kids were in the hospital, and then, like, afterwards, when they were released, he was like, okay, separate them.
Well, he goes into the hospital, and he's like, well, here's my 9-year-old kids that I've kept locked up in, like, the back room of my farmhouse
Yeah.
for the last 9 years. Kind of see what you can do with them. And the doctor's like, they've got liver disease. There's nothing we can do.
Oops, sorry.
And, like, can the kids speak? Like, do they know anything?
They've got to know something.
Or are they just, like, lumps of human flesh? Like, they don't get into the backstory of it. Like, I want to know more about the twins.
I'm sure these kids have been fed, so it's not like because they didn't die of hunger.
They just died of...
Obviously, someone was taking care of them.
Yeah, but do they know how to speak? Do they watch TV? Do they have any concept of the outside world? Did they ever leave this room? Like, or do they just lay there all day and not understand anything? Like, if that is the case, then no wonder why they only lived 9 years. Like, I'm surprised they survived that long.
Yeah.
The farmer made a fatal mistake, though.
And what was that fatal mistake?
He swapped the kids during the burial process.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
He accidentally buried the evil twin in the good twin's grave and then put the good son in the shallow grave.
What if he didn't swap them? What if he honestly thought that the evil kid was the good one and the good one was the evil one?
Well, I'm assuming they looked similar to each other.
Mm-hmm.
After you cut them, maybe you're just not sure which one is which.
Well, it's like that Treehouse of Horror story with Bart and the evil twin.
Hugo, I think was his name.
That they fed fish heads. They thought Hugo was like the evil one and Bart was the good one.
But it was really the other way around.
And then later Dr. Hubbard is like, actually, Bart's the evil one.
I wonder if Crybaby Lane got the inspiration from that Simpsons episode.
I wonder.
Because that definitely would have been before this movie, because I was in 9th grade when that episode came out.
Yeah, I was like, that's an old school one. Things to ponder. Ba-ba-ba.
That is our our takeaway from the episode.
That's where our mind goes.
What did you think of the child actors in this?
There were some I was kind of like, yeah, I understand why you're not acting.
Yeah, so we have two brothers. We have Andrew, who's the youngest brother, and he's our main
Yes.
star of the show.
Yes, who's just like
And his older brother, Carl.
the biggest jackass older brother you could pretty much get.
Yeah, and they're close in age. So Andrew's probably like 11, and Carl is probably 13 at the latest.
Mm-hmm.
And they share a bedroom, despite living in this gigantic house.
So everything seems so small inside that house.
Yeah, they show the house from the outside, and it's enormous. Then you go inside, and it's like...
You know what? I bet the parents have like one of those big master suites.
And it takes up the whole second floor.
Yeah.
And the two brothers have this tiny room. They show their room. It is so tiny.
Mm-hmm.
It has enough room for, I think, a dresser, a bunk bed, and an Undertaker poster.
Yeah, that's pretty much the entire bedroom.
They share a room, and the older brother, he's kind of like a jerk.
Kind of?
A total jerk. All right.
Yeah, he's a total jerk.
He picks on him. He drags Andrew to the funeral home so Frank can tell ghost stories, such as the Crybaby Lane story.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that other teenager that's at the funeral home?
That was the one who was working for
Frank.
Frank.
He's a teenager.
Or Bennett. I think his name is Bennett.
Yeah, his
character name is Bennett.
his character's name is Bennett, but I didn't understand what he did there though, instead of just being awkward.
Hold on, I know Kenneth. That's Kenneth, who is Bennett's nephew.
Okay, Bennett is Frank.
Yes.
All right, so Kenneth is the nephew then. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was like, why is there's this strange 16-year-old just lingering around the funeral home, just always there?
Because he lives and works there for his uncle.
The parents don't approve of the teenage boys hanging out at the funeral home, which I totally understand.
Yeah, I totally, unless you're like friends with like a kid whose family runs a funeral home, there's no reason to be hanging out at a funeral home.
The parents in this movie are duds.
The parents in this movie are like extra special.
So they try to portray the mom as being wrong by displaying her as some worrisome and nagging woman, but she has all the rights to be like that.
Yeah, she's like totally like on board. She knows that something's not right, and everybody's like, oh no, whatever. Da-da-da.
Yeah, the kids sneak out. The kids sneak out at night, and she realizes this. And she tries to, like, actually lay the hammer down, like the hammer of justice down. And the dad.
Yeah.
The dad says to her at one point, stop hovering them. They're boys.
The dad, I'm not even sure the dad knows what his kids look like.
No. So they show the dad. I think he's, like, on a desktop computer, like a late 90s, early 2000s desktop computer. And he's probably just, like, looking at porn.
Probably.
And the mom, she is it gonna go upstairs to check on the kids? We actually know that the kids snuck out of the house to go to the funeral home or wherever they're going. And he's like, don't go up there, Mom. You're hovering them. Like, stay away. And she's like, I'm trying to be a parent. And he's like, no. He's like, they need to just have their space. They're teenage boys. Just let them be. And she's like, and she agreed. She's like, all right, fine. And she like turns around and like makes dinner or something.
And she's like, okay.
And I believe, is this where the kids, they sneak out of the house, they go to the graveyard, and they have a seance?
Yes, okay. So these idiot kids go to the cemetery, and they plant like a recording device, tape recorder. I couldn't remember what they were called. It's been so long. We're so old now.
The memo app on an iPhone?
Yeah, it's not an app anymore. It was like an actual thing. This big clunky thing. And I guess the older brother, what's his face, Carl, has invited 3 girls to do this seance with them. And I'm thinking at this point, this kid has no friends of his own if he's always hanging out with his brother like this.
Yeah, well, Carl, I guess, has wrangled up some girls, so he might be semi-popular, but Andrew, the younger son, he hangs out with like a kid even younger than him.
That's true. Who likes to play Lord of the Rings?
Yes, and his name was Hull, I believe. He was a little kid. He was like 8 years old. He was obsessed with Lord of the Rings, and this was before the film series Lord of the Rings came out.
Yeah.
So it was super nerdy.
Yeah, so they're at the graveyard.
And I think...
And the girls show up, and 2 of the girls are like, well, you can have Andrew. He likes you, Kathy. Like, it's so weird. I'm thinking, these kids are, like, way too young for this.
They're in the graveyard. They're pretending to have a seance, and I guess they were gonna, like, hit the play button and it was going to play like ghostly sounds.
Well, he does hit the play button and it
But
plays this like recording he made going, whoa, whoa, kind of thing.
but right before he laid the tape recorder down, he found a root of like a tree branch sticking out of the grave,
Like a root, yeah.
like next to the grave. And he pulled it out of the ground and then he put the tape recorder there. And I think right after that or right before this happened, the character who is the groundskeeper explains that when he mows the graveyard, he never goes around like the tombstones because he says if you cut the grass near the tombstones, you like disturb the dead.
Or something like that, yeah, because if you pull out the root, you disturb the soul or something.
Yeah, but he's like, that's why when you go to a graveyard, the grass around the tombstone is always longer because you don't want to cut it.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked this up online to see if this is like actually like a true superstition. I could not find anything about it.
I think it's just total BS that they just made up for this movie.
They made it for the movie. But I guess what happened is so when Carl pulled up the root, he unleashed the evil twin because it happened to be the graveyard or the tombstone of the dead kid, the evil twin. He was buried there.
Well, yeah, because they went looking to find a kid who would fit the age and the timeline. And they're like, oh, this one works. Okay. Just thinking they'll scare the girls. Maybe they'll get a kiss or something when the girls jump on them and they rescue them or whatever. Whatever it is boys think happened
But what ended up
during horror movies.
But what ended up happening though was the girls ran off and they got attacked by like ghostly worms.
The creepy as hell glowing worms.
There were like these yellow worms that just show up randomly, and I don't understand. So what happens when the worms touch you? You become possessed by the evil twin?
Yeah, something like that.
They don't really get into the whole logistics of it.
Yeah, there's actually no like explanation of what really happened, like, or what caused what really. It's so disjointed.
It's like slowly throughout the movie, other characters become possessed by the evil twin. There's no explanation. Like they'll just show a character and he'll talk to Andrew and then like his eyes will glow yellow. Mm-hmm. So you're like, okay, he's possessed.
Well, but you'll usually have seen them like right before with glowing worms.
Not everybody though. Like when they show the police officer.
Oh yeah, not the police officer, and I don't think the rednecks.
And there's a dog too, like a Rottweiler.
Oh yeah.
They show that has yellow eyes. And he attacks the groundskeeper.
Oh yeah.
But I don't understand what was the evil twin's endgame. Like he wanted to possess everybody in town.
I mean, he's evil, obviously.
Like he easily turned the girls at the cemetery, the dog, and the cop, and some other miscellaneous characters like the rednecks. But he had a hard time.
I think he wanted playmates.
But he had a hard time turning Andrew though.
It was like maybe Andrew's just too good and pure.
I don't know. So he ends up possessing Carl.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like one of the best parts of the movie. So they go back to their house after the seance. They're like in the room talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
They sneak out of the house again, and I guess they're gonna go back to the graveyard.
Yeah, because let's just keep sneaking out of the house even though we keep getting in trouble.
So they climb out their bedroom window on the second floor. They jump down. They go to where their bikes are, and they are now biking to the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a train coming.
Yes.
Like across the road. So for no reason at all, Carl decides that he's gonna beat the train. He's gonna ride across the train tracks and get to the other side before the train arrives. And he misses just getting hit by the train by like seconds.
Oh, Carl, you idiot.
But so now Andrew's separated. So he's like yelling. He doesn't know if Carl's dead or alive.
Yeah.
But Carl's on the other side. And then he sees the yellow worms.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a second later, he's transported to the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And then gets pulled underground.
It's so weird.
And he sees the evil twin underground. And the evil twin's like an adult.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a 20-something-year-old adult. And he says something to Carl. And then you don't really understand what's going on. And then next thing you know, you cut back to Andrew. You see the train go by, and he's like, "Where's Carl?" But Carl's standing there with the bike.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, okay." Like Andrew's like, "Oh, okay." Like you're all cool. And then you see Carl's eyes glow yellow.
Those damn glowing yellow eyes.
And
they're creepy.
Is this where Carl takes Andrew to the farmhouse? Or like a barn of some fashion?
Yeah, because at this point, the evil twin has already gotten the girls.
And the dog.
And the dog, yeah. So the girls, like, have been just hanging out in a camp or watching TV, because I guess that's the equivalent of hanging out in your basement or something. And so, yeah, gets him to the farmhouse, and there's like reports of like a roving gang of teenage girls vandalizing the town. And the girls, so Andrew gets him to the farm, this like barn or something, and he's like covered in mud. So he like takes Andrew's clothes,
All his clothes off.
and then like the girls throw eggs at him or something. It was so weird.
And then the girl disappears, and then like a bull appears.
Mm-hmm.
And the
And the kid gets attacked by a cow. Cows are fucking scary, okay?
yeah.
You've never been attacked by a cow? Cows are fucking scary.
Yeah, there's a cow chasing after Andrew, and at the last second he gets like rescued by another like a just a nondescript character, just some random character just shows up.
Yeah.
And now Andrew's like running through the town naked, and he finds himself like in the backyard of some like redneck party.
It's just night. They're out on their back porch drinking, looking at their boat that suddenly just catches on fire.
Yeah, they light their boat on fire,
I don't think they lit it on fire. I think it just caught on fire.
but they're possessed though. The rednecks are possessed.
Does anything in this movie make sense?
No, I this is like where I really get confused. Like, why is there an 11-year-old kid running through the town naked, arrive at like a random redneck party? Things are catching on fire. I don't know why. I don't know if they're possessed or just drunk or they're just fucking weird people.
Oh, yeah.
The Andrew then like finds like adult clothes that he puts on, so like he's wearing these like oversized clothes. He goes to the funeral home and the mother's there. Andrew's mother is for some reason there, and she's like screaming at him.
No. Are you sure?
Yeah, Andrew goes back to the funeral home and he like tries to meet up with Frank.
Oh.
And like as soon as Frank starts talking to Andrew, the mother just shows up and she like drags him out of the house, and she's like in the car and she's like, "Your brother's at the house."
Oh, that's right, because he's trying to like also deal with Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, and for some reason Jim Gaffigan shows up in this as like a distraught customer.
Oh, he's not even a distraught customer. Okay, so here's the thing about Bennett. He is not a very good Undertaker, and he's kind of like the only one around, so you kind of have to use him. And everybody, like, you could be totally like down with Bennett until you have to use him as your Undertaker, and then you just hate him.
Yeah, like he like fucks up things,
Screws stuff up, and he charges you for the cold cuts, which honestly, I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah, but do like Undertakers actually, are they actually in charge of cold cuts at like a funeral?
I think if you're doing the whole like funeral like at the funeral home, like it's probably part of like the package.
I've never had food at a funeral though, so I was confused by this.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I've only been to like 2 funerals.
Like maybe like a mint, like they'll have like a bowl of mints, but that's about it. I've never seen like sandwiches.
Yeah, I've never seen like the platter, but like I said, I've only been to like 2 services.
I know sometimes like after the services, like you'll go somewhere to do this kind of stuff, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe it's just small town. You just do it there.
Well, because I'm thinking you never know how many people are going to show up, so it's like, oh, do I get 2 plates or 3?
Yeah,
Like it's not like you sent out like an RSVP for
yeah. It's kind of just like who shows up.
like someone's at home, they see the obituary and they're like, oh, Jim Gaffigan's brother died.
Time to go.
Yeah, let's go see how Jim Gaffigan's doing.
Pay our respects. Get the
So-
dress out.
This is like a super early role for Jim Gaffigan then, right?
Yes, it is.
And it's funny though because he looks exactly the same, and this is like 16 years ago.
Yes, he really does look like exactly the same. It is crazy.
He's already bald. He's just maybe a little bit thinner,
Yeah, maybe a little bit thinner.
but not that much.
Yeah, not as ragged.
And he's in the movie for like 15 seconds, maybe.
And yet he's like one of the biggest names in this movie now.
Who is bigger, Skeletor or Jim Gaffigan?
Skeletor.
Skeletor is a timeless character that is known throughout the ages.
Exactly. It's freaking Skeletor. Come on now.
Jim Gaffigan is just a fat dad.
I wonder if Jim Gaffigan does a set about Crybaby Lane.
He doesn't remember it.
He probably doesn't.
This was something that he just did. He was probably there for like 30 seconds.
He probably doesn't even know what movie he did.
No, he just showed up. He got paid like $300. Not even $300. He probably got paid like $100 for the day.
Yeah, he probably didn't get paid much because the budget for this was not very high.
He wasn't even like a SAG registered actor at this point. He might have known like someone that was in charge of production.
He was probably like friends with somebody.
Like he lived in the same town where they shot the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He just showed up.
Like, hey, will you play Dad? Yeah, sure. I'll do it. What do I have to do? Just be a jerk to Frank over here.
And he's like, is that Frank Langella or Langella?
Is that Skeletor?
Yeah, he did a scene. He gets in his car upset and he drives off. Then the teen boy Andrew shows up. He's all confused by what's going on. And all right, so Frank like knows like everything that's happening. Like he just coincidentally knows what's going on.
Like he picked up on what was going on, put it together pretty quickly.
I was waiting for the reveal for him to be the farmer father that actually like had the conjoined twins, but it never formulated that way.
No, but he was involved.
Was he responsible for the funeral? Like, did he?
Well, he's the one who actually cut the kids in half, and he's the one who buried them in the wrong spot.
Oh, I totally missed that.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that why?
That's why he's like, I'm a really crappy Undertaker.
Is that why the Lord of the Rings kid shows up and like hits him over the head with a lightsaber?
Yeah, something like that. Like, I don't know why that kid was in this movie. Like, you didn't need this kid.
They totally filmed this movie like the fall after the Phantom Menace came out. So they were able to go to like KB Toys and buy a lightsaber, like a plastic lightsaber.
Yeah.
And they use that in the movie. And the little boy beats up Frank with the lightsaber and actually like knocks him out with a plastic toy.
Yeah. It is so like there's so many questions with this movie. Like, I swear they had like 25 scripts and were just like all over the place and just were like, okay, let's take what we've got and throw it together in editing and see if we can make something that a 10-year-old's not going to question.
Andrew comes back to the funeral home after he goes home with his mom. He like sneaks out of the house yet again. He goes back and he finds Frank unconscious and he just assumes Frank is dead. So he drags him. Like he drags like a full-bodied man, probably like 200 pounds, dead weight, like across the basement.
Yeah.
And he bumps into Frank's nephew. And he's like, I think Frank's...
It's just like,
he's
going about doing like whatever. Oh, he was looking for a cheaper coffin.
Yeah, he's like, I think Frank's dead. And the nephew's like, oh, well, let's check. So you know those like smelling salts they use?
Yeah.
So he puts the smelling salts like under Frank's like nose and Frank wakes up. All of a sudden, like Frank knows the answer. He's like, all right, I figured it all out. He's like, the reason why the evil twin is possessing the town is because when you die, a root grows out of your heart.
Because that's totally a thing.
And if you disturb the root, you awaken the spirit. So if it's an evil spirit, it's going to get revenge. And Andrew all of a sudden remembers, he's like, oh my God. He's like, when we were at the graveyard, Carl picked up a root. Like,
oh, damn you, Carl. Damn you.
Actually, I think the way Frank knows this, because he actually goes back to Gary's house, Gary's the groundskeeper.
Yeah.
Gary's getting ready for a date. And he like knocks on the door and he's like, hey Gary, why are you afraid to mow around gravestones? And Gary's like, oh, because like if you disturb like any plant life, you're gonna awaken the dead. And he's like, okay, that makes sense. And he leaves. He just listens to this like random guy who just makes something up on the fly.
Yeah.
I don't understand. And I don't even understand how Andrew vanquishes the evil twin either. It makes no sense. Like he's being
I honestly don't know. Like
he's being chased.
They're down there. The kid is like creepy and just laughing and spider and the glowing tongue and
Frank tells Andrew that he has to go to Crybaby Lane and find the good twin. And if you awaken the good twin,
it'll like cancel out the evil or something.
Yeah, it'll cancel out the evil. But he never gets to the good twin. He gets captured by the girls, the teenage girls possessed as the evil twin.
Yes.
And he gets like sucked underground. Now he's like underground and Andrew just decides that he's just going to pull the root, which is like still underground, out of the skeleton's heart area.
Yeah.
And then like that stops the evil twin.
Well, yeah, and that evil twin, that was like the creepiest part. I think the part in the actual like casket with the evil twin is probably the creepiest part of the whole thing, because it's just like this creepy looking kid who's like all gnarly and just
It's not even a kid.
and he's like, "Do you want to be in my collection?"
It's not even a kid. It's like a 20-year-old man.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a 9-year-old. It's like this old, way older guy. You're mine, Andrew. You're my brother now.
And he just decides that, you know what, I'm going to pull the root out of the skeleton's heart area because he just happens to stumble across it.
Yeah.
And now, like, all the evil's undone in the world.
Yeah, the sun is shining. The birds are singing. Kathy runs to him confused.
Yeah, nobody remembers what happened. Everyone's alive. Nobody died.
Yeah, Kenneth survived the Thrasher attack.
Oh, yeah. All right, so Kenneth, I guess he was driving Andrew to Crybaby Lane.
Which he doesn't actually know where it is.
He doesn't know where it is. They end up in the woods. Then they end up in a cornfield.
And it's like this chase with the evil sheriff.
Yeah. And then there's like a tractor that's chasing them out of nowhere.
From the evil, being driven by the evil redneck or whatever.
And the tractor runs over Kenneth's car. Kenneth survives somehow. None of it makes sense. I don't understand the editing to this. Like this you're gonna listen to this podcast and you're like, they obviously did not watch this movie. No, we did. We just don't understand what was happening.
We did. Like, okay, these are legit my notes from like the final. This is the last page of the notes. Car destroyed. Oh no, the girls. They want Andrew to kiss them. Glowing eyes. Spider on tongue. Chi-Chi. Big girl shows up to fight. Andrew arrives at grave. Laughing can be heard. He pulls the vine but is transported to the evil twins' grave. Do you want to be in my collection? Andrew is in the casket. You're mine, Andrew. You're my brother now. Andrew pulls the weed out. The sun is shining. Kathy runs to him confused. No one remembers. It was like a nightmare. Kenneth survived the Thrasher. Carl says he had a strange dream. Carl is now off playing Lord of the Rings.
With the little boy, with Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of this makes any sense. It's just weird scenes that are just jumbled together, and you're supposed to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I literally understand none of this.
Like, I don't even know. Like, I had a few things that I was really confused about, such as why there were shower scenes. That was just weird to me. I was really uncomfortable with those.
Yeah, there's a scene where I think Andrew was taking a shower. Mm-hmm. That was how he snuck out of the house. He pretended to take a shower, and he just turned the water on, and then he snuck out the window.
Yeah, and then because Carl came looking for him.
Because Carl was already possessed, and he was going to, like, kill him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but there were, like, a couple shower scenes with Andrew. That was really weird. I was like, why are there shower scenes with a kid?
Do you know what was a really weird scene, too? This was... Alright, so this is the second time they show the dad. So the mom actually knows the kids have snuck out now, and the mom and dad are watching, like, monster trucks on TV.
Yeah, he's watching the monster trucks. He's watching Monster Jam.
The mom leaves the room for a second, and the dad changes the channel, and it's like a Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Yeah, it's probably like at the fashion show on E. Remember when E used to air fashion shows?
So you just see, like, girls in bikinis, and then the mom comes back into the room, and he changes the channel back to the monster trucks.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the mom's trying to talk the dad into, like, going out and looking for the kids, and he's like...
Yeah, the mom's like, the kids snuck out. Like, we should go look for them. And Dad says, I could go look for them, but why should I?
He's like, what's the point? Boys will be boys.
That's literally what he said. Why should I?
The dad is totally the kind of guy who would have peaked in high school.
Oh, yeah, he was probably like the star quarterback for the football team, and now he's like townie.
Yeah, he was really popular, super athletic, had a cool muscle car, probably got laid a lot. And then he went to college and his life just fizzled out.
Yeah.
And he, like, is now vicariously trying to relive his life through his kids, especially Carl.
Yeah.
I don't trust the dad at all in this.
Yeah, I don't trust the dad either.
Like, I could see Carl at, like, 16 or 17 and getting drunk and, like, smashing up his car. And the dad's like, oh, boys, that's what boys do.
Boys will be boys.
He's like Brock Turner's dad.
That's where my head was at, like that kind of father. He's like, oh, boys will be boys, whatever.
And the mom is trying to apply discipline, trying to, like, raise these children properly, and the dad is just interfering, just fucking everything up. Mm-hmm. That's probably why parents complained about the inappropriateness.
There's so much, like, wrong with it. I could see this scaring a 6-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, it's not...
Or, you know, like a kid.
Like, as an adult, it's not terror. Like, Sleepy Hollow was scarier than this.
Yeah.
like as an adult watching it, but like I could see like a 6-year-old being like, why are there glowing worms coming out of the ground? Or like why is these why is a dog attacking? Like there's just so much going on.
There's just so much random crap just thrown around that you just no comprehension of what is actually going on.
Like, do you think Nickelodeon aired this and they were like, oh fuck, we made a mistake like halfway through the airing of this?
They probably, yeah, I kind of feel like they had a script that they approved and they're like, okay, it won't be that creepy. It'll be like, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like, pushing that edge. And then this clusterfuck happened.
God bless Nickelodeon for bouncing back from this.
Oh my God. Like, can we be real? Like, that period of Nickelodeon was kind of. Nickelodeon and Disney Channel both go through these ebbs and flows where they have, like, really good programming and then they have really crappy programming. They have really good programming, and then they have really crappy programming. So I think this was definitely in the lower end of the Nick spectrum.
So was this after Keenan and Kel and all that kind of peaked?
Yeah.
And this is like pre-Drake and Josh?
Yeah, this is pre-Drake and Josh.
Okay, so it was just that kind of dark corner of Nickelodeon. Well, they might have had SpongeBob at this point.
Yeah, I think they like were just starting SpongeBob, but
it was probably rock in the daytime, but it didn't quite trickle. They couldn't quite get things going in the prime time.
Yeah, they couldn't. They had to do something for that snick void.
So that's Crybaby Lane. Did we miss anything?
I think we actually brought up
I think
pretty much everything.
I think because this movie's so disjointed that the podcast will be just as disjointed.
Just as disjointed.
Because my notes make sense in a linear fashion, but
yeah, exactly.
Actually, talking this out, I'm like, maybe we should have thought this through.
Maybe we should have thought this. That's probably what Nickelodeon should have done, is thought this through.
Yeah, we are Nickelodeon right now. We are going to enter a dark period now because of this episode. We're going to have to ban this episode.
This episode has been banned. Banned. Okay, well, the funny thing is, Nickelodeon claims they never banned it. They just didn't air it again.
They just forgot about it, I think. That was...
Yeah, it was forgotten.
That is the urban legend behind the movie that we teased.
Okay, so do you want me to read the creepypasta?
Yes.
Okay. In 1999, I was 22 and had just graduated from Emerson University in downtown Boston, majoring in screenwriting, specifically in cartoons and children's programming. My debt was pretty bad, so when Nickelodeon Studios offered me an internship at the studio in California, I accepted immediately. I jumped at the chance to get away from my dead-end job at Benjamin Franklin tour guide. Okay, so you're broke and in debt, so you're going to give up your paying job for an internship.
They don't pay you that much to be a Ben Franklin impersonator, and he probably thought that this job would propel him to stardom.
Okay.
Especially, you're under the ruse of moving to Hollywood. You're getting off the bus. Everything is sparkly.
You just think you're going to make it like that.
You're just going to walk into Hollywood. You have all these great ideas. You're going to be an actor. You're handsome. Mm-hmm. But you get there and you realize everybody has the same dream as you.
Exactly. So remember, this guy is supposed to be an intern. Many have asked to see Crybaby Lane, but if you want to see the original Crybaby Lane, you never will, even if Nickelodeon somehow consents to releasing it to you. You won't be seeing what was shown on TV, and you sure as fuck won't be seeing the original that Lauer made. I don't even think Nickelodeon has the original cut of the movie anymore, and if they do, it's only in backup copies. If backup copies exist, they must be locked away in some vault, along with the deleted episodes of Ren and Stimpy and the never-before-mentioned episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm pretty sure the director, Peter Lauer, has the original copy, and it's probably on his mantle next to his snuff films, that creepy-ass fuck.
What is this that you just read to me?
This is where the legend of Crybaby Lane comes from, is this creepypasta post.
I believe it.
Okay, so I looked up Peter Lauer on IMDb. This guy has directed a lot of stuff. This guy has a history with Nickelodeon because he did Secret Life of Alex Mack, The Adventures of Pete and Pete, including their Halloween episode.
Okay. We should have done that instead.
We should have. He did Strangers with Candy.
Okay.
He did all kinds of stuff. He did a Run DMC video, greatest hits video. He did Chappelle Show, Everwood, Gilmore Girls, Greg the Bunny, Arrested Development, Malcolm in the Middle, Reaper, Samantha Who, Pushing Daisies. Like, this guy is like some bitter intern who just like got coffee poured on him or something. Yeah, like he did the Jim Gaffigan show.
So maybe that's how the Jim Gaffigan connection.
Yes. So yeah, this like, and he's working. It's so I think this is just like a bitter kid, and there's so much more to this, like creepypasta. You didn't read it?
No, I don't. What is creepypasta? I don't even understand what you're talking about.
Oh my god! I'll send you the link.
Is it a wet?
Anyway, this kid who wrote this, the intern, goes on and on about like all this like messed up stuff that Lauer supposedly wanted in the movie, and like the whole thing is just ridiculous. He's like, he wanted to push them farther than any Are You Afraid of the Dark episode ever dreamed of, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I was the only member of the creative team who stuck around the whole time. It's like, you didn't even stick around the whole time. Like, he contradicts himself like 25 times in this thing.
We're going to have to look into this some more and revisit this.
Yeah, you guys just look up Creepypasta Crybaby Lane. You'll find it immediately. And then at the end, the kid's like, well, I never actually even saw the movie.
So how does he know the...
Exactly.
All right, so Creepypasta, if you are listening to this, tweet us at Very Podcast and explain yourself, please.
Or whoever it is that wrote this. Or maybe it's not even from Creepypasta originally. Maybe it's from like Reddit or something.
So is Creepypasta a person or is it a...
No, it's a website that... like a Wikipedia where they like take urban legends and stuff. It's like where Slender Man came from.
Okay. Yeah, this movie kind of has a Slender Man vibe to it. Like a pre-Slender Man vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the evil twin is kind of Slender Man-ish in a way, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
He can influence...
Yes.
Teens to do horrible things. I don't know, maybe that's where the whole Slender Man legend derives from.
Maybe. It probably all comes back. Because supposedly, like, there's this whole section here where this guy, whoever wrote this, is, like, trying to convince you that the premise for Drake and Josh and all this other stuff comes from Crybaby Lane.
I don't understand.
Yeah, like, the whole thing. Like, you read this and you're just like, at first you're like, okay, I could see, like, some of it. And then it just keeps going. And you're just like, dude, no.
Wow.
No. Wow. No, come on.
What an underwhelming way to end our Halloween season.
I know.
We thought it would be really fun to do because it was just this kind of lost movie, very well sought out. And then we watched it and we're like, you know what, we're this far into it, we might as well just see it through to its end.
We just got to keep on trucking.
We saw it through to the end. And do you have regrets?
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing either. We'll immortalize it forever in podcast form.
Exactly.
It'll forever be remembered as the episode where we are still arguing about Roseanne.
It was the night after.
And on that note...
Bye.
Until next time.
But you like just stopped. I was like, this is your part.
I thought we were going to end the episode.
I thought that's what you forgot that you always say until next time. And then I'm like, bye.
Join us for a palate cleanser next week. We're going to do Golden Girls.
Yes, Golden Girls.
And as always,
bye.
Until next time.